It's me again, Skyflare. Episode analysis time. This time I will be analyzing the Season 3 finale, Magical Mystery Cure. First off, this episode is both one of the most loved and most hated episodes in the series. I have two friends who either don't understand the entire plot of the episode or flat out just don't care for it. Now, notice how I said friends, excluding myself from that generalization. I freaking love this episode. Alicorn Twilight is amazing. The first thing I'm going to look at in this episode was the music. That episode itself had a total of 7 lyrical songs, not including the background music. All of this helps to capture the essence that is being portrayed throughout this episode. The background music in the scene before Twilight fixes Star Swirl's spell by completely rewriting it is an instrumental version of the song A True True Friend. This actually helps to explain what helped her realize the error for the spell, for those who didn't actually catch on at first. By simply listening to all the songs from this episode in order, one can get a full summary of this episode. You wouldn't even need to watch the episode itself, but I would still recommend it. Secondly, the Celestial Plane. This is the realm that, once solving her friend's problems, Twilight is forcibly sent to. If you watch her carefully in the scene leading up to this change, you will notice the calm smile that overtakes her face when her friend's elements of harmony shoot the beams of light at her. It is almost like she is aware of what might happen, or at the very least has accepted whatever fate may be lying in wait for her. Once there, it is like she and Princess Celestia are mentally linked, and by this I mean they are both seeing the past dilemmas that Twilight had overcome, not telepathy. Also, the area itself looks somewhat like the sky does in transition between night and day. Next up is the fact that Princess Celestia finally got some more character development. Some people may argue that she's gotten some before this, and they'd be correct, but think about it. How often does she display her emotions? She showed some regret in episode 2 for sealing Luna in the moon. She got angry at Discord in his first appearance in season 2. Later in that season, she was irate at Twilight for crashing the writing rehearsal. And she showed pride in Twilight in the season 3 finale. Later on, in the Equestria Girls movie, she shows some remorse for the fact that she could not stop Sunset Shimmer from becoming the pony/person that she had. Honestly, all this tells you about her is that she has very basic emotions, is good at hiding her emotions unless the circumstances require it. So, she is rarely overcome by her emotions, but she clearly does have them. Furthermore, it is evident in this episode why she had done all of those things that had earned her the title Trolestia from the fandom. She had done all of these things as tests to prepare Twilight to take that final step and become the princess that she was meant to be. Now we'll take a look at the sparsely covered effects of the great Star Swirl the Bearded spell. From one to another, another to one, a mark of one's destiny singled out, alone fulfilled. Now, I hope I'm not the only one who thinks this, but I have yet to see any other analysis running make a comment on it. The spell did do what it was meant to. It was a completed spell, and solving the problem that it caused was Twilight's final test. The part from one to another, another to one is meant to switch around the key marks of those who are linked with the elements of harmony. But if this is the case, then why was Twilight an exception? That's where the second part comes into play. A mark of one's destiny singled out, alone fulfilled. This section singles out her key mark, the key mark of the caster. She is meant to fix the problem that the spell is going to create. When it says the last little bit about the fulfillment, it is saying that her mark of destiny will be fulfilled if she is able to correct the spell. This fulfillment is yet another step in her destiny becoming the newest princess of Equestria. This is why, when she helped her friends realize who they were, she remembered the last part of the spell, her fulfillment. In the second spell, from all of us together, together we are friends, with the marks of our destinies made one, there is magic without end. This spell is somewhat more straightforward than its predecessor. From all of us together, together we are friends, is straightforward enough, saying that they are all friends, which is what Twilight had to have taken advantage of to fix Star Swirl's spell. With the marks of our destinies made one, there is magic without end, is meant to say that when they are all together, using their friendship will give them the most powerful kind of magic of all. In my History of Equestria video, I tell you that I believe that Twilight and Cadance became princesses through mastery of arcane magics, magic that any pony can use, unicorn or not. Cadance mastered the magic of love, and Twilight mastered the magic of friendship. This is where she truly realizes how powerful her friendship was, strong enough to overcome the spell of Starswirl the Bearded, one of the most powerful most powerful unicorns ever in Equestria. Now for some of the things that I thought could have been improved. The episode felt pretty rushed. They didn't take very much time to explain the effects of Starswirl's spell, and they didn't include a great amount of dialogue outside of the songs. Both of these, for me, are fairly easy to overlook since, after watching, I got a fairly good grasp of what the spell did, and I absolutely loved the music they played in this episode. Other people have other complaints, but those things never really bothered me too greatly. I won't say that this is the best episode of this show, in my opinion, but it certainly is up there. Well, that about covers it for this episode. Please leave a comment and let me know how I did or what you think. Also, likes and subscriptions are always appreciated, so a great big thank you to all 3 of my subscribers at this time. Have a good day, night, or whatever obscure time period applies to you.